Welcome 2024. It is January the 19th today, and believe it or not, this is actually my second shift of the year. Yep, January is the agency driver's best and favorite month. Not. Well, it was always like that. Work is just not happening. There's just not a lot of work in January. There's no work in January for most employed people, but there's no work almost at all for agency drivers. It's always been like that. No, not surprised at all. Last year I've worked 3 days through whole of the January, and probably this year is looking the same. This is my second shift. Probably I'm doing a shift next week, and then I'll be gone for another week or so. So no surprises there. Work is non-existent in January. So something you should be something you should know about. January is dead if you're an agency driver, or if you want to be an agency driver. Now there are a couple of jobs out there, don't get me wrong, but I would rather stay home than go on work on minimal wage or on 11.50 or 12 pounds an hour. Just not doing that. I couldn't be bothered. It's just like I'm not encouraging this kind of behavior, you know what I mean? It's just like training a dog. You just can't encourage companies to pay minimum wage and expect agency drivers to work on that kind of money. It's just not happening. I'm rather doing something else, and thank God I've got a lot of other things which are going on. Actually my business is picking up. If you're a long-time subscriber here on the channel, you know that I've started my own business. That's picking up really well. I'm also doing other content on other YouTube channels. If you're interested, I will link them below. But yeah, that's January. That's January. Now, looking back in 2023, what improved and what didn't compared to the last years, I would say. Well, I've been really thinking about this, and I hope I remember it all. But not a lot of things have changed. But there was good changes, and some things remain the same or even worse. What improved was, you know me, I like a good truck. I like a nice truck. Newer models are improving. Trucks are improving. Comfort is improving. I know that probably not a lot of employers care about this, but it's such an important thing to have a good truck for your drivers. Oops, sorry mate, I'm really sorry. To have a good truck for your drivers, to be comfortable, to be, I don't know, in a good truck, you know what I mean? You can't beat if you're gonna spend 10 to 12 or 15 hours a day in a truck, you want it to be comfortable. Okay, that's really important. And obviously trucks are improving. Now that's a good thing. Also, in my opinion, like logistics at around certain places are improving as well. I didn't have too many waiting times at especially at the big companies. In the docks, things are running a bit more smoother than they used to be. Probably technology helps, I don't know, but that's definitely an improvement compared to the last years, yeah, to the past. Services, honestly, I'm not using services on the motorways because I'm not tramping. I'm only stopping in services if I really have to, if I'm not packing any lunch. They are still the same, still rubbish in some places, but decent. Okay, decent. Not a lot of improvements, but still decent for what I use them for. Okay, in my situation, if you're a tramp, or if you're spending many nights in in service stations, that's a whole different story. But in my situation, I couldn't care about them. Now, wages have not improved comparing to the previous years. They haven't improved at all, and in some cases they are even worse. Actually, they are the same, probably I would say for around 4 years, something like that. They haven't improved a lot. I mean, not a lot at all, I would say. Okay, there's still companies who pay $11.50 an hour. There's still companies who pay 12, or and that's a good thing if you're gonna be, Jesus Christ, an agency driver. How this thing works: if you're an agency driver, you can pick higher rates, but of course they do come at a cost, because you will not have work throughout the year, which I'm gonna tell you all about. My work throughout 2023, how many days I've worked and how much I have earned. Now, I haven't done yet, haven't done an average, but I think I'm pretty happy with my average. You will see what I'm talking about in a minute. I'll just have to stop, and probably it's gonna be later in the video, because right now it's just go go go. I'm only dropping and swapping another trailer, and I have to go somewhere else. I don't know where yet, but stick around and we'll talk about that. Let's see if I can still reverse. Sake. Just gonna put it right here. Just dropping and swapping. Just loaded this box this morning, dropping it here, and I think I'm getting another one. Do a delivery. It's already loaded, I think that's the plan anyway. Not bad. Only one shunt. Come on, I'm a temporary worker. Don't do this all the time. You know what? I've been starting posting reversing video on TikTok, and probably a few on YouTube, and people are saying, wow, that's a really good reversing. But honestly, if you're not doing it all the time like an exercise, you kind of get out of shape. Right, so I'm just gonna drop this real quick and head off. Right, so it looks like it's a collection that we are doing, not a delivery. Same thing for me, honestly. So we are making our way to Manchester, and in case you haven't noticed, I've got a new dash cam. It wasn't anything wrong with the one that I've showed you previously. But this one, it's a bit easier to use with my style, because I'm changing trucks all the time, and the other one didn't have a suction mount. This one has a suction mount, and also there's two cameras in a single body, so you got the front facing camera and the interior facing camera, both in the same unit. Now this is a dash cam from Vantu. I think it's called the A4 Pro, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 4K camera, but if you're gonna use both front and interior cameras, you're only gonna shoot at around, I think, 2.7K in the front and 1080p in the rear. You can also connect a rear camera on your, I don't know, on the back of your vehicle. But I'm only gonna use it like this. It's much more convenient just to stick it on the windshield and have both videos shooting in the same unit, because with the other one, too many cables, was a bit too complicated. But yeah, I like a couple of features about this dash cam. But just so you know, if you're gonna use this dash cam like I do it in a truck with a flat windshield, you're gonna have to buy that that suction mount separately. It's not a big deal. I don't think it's too expensive, but you have to get that because the camera in the front is not not adjustable. Only the interior camera moves up and down. It is a bit frustrating. I don't know why they design it like this. I've told them probably on the next one, just make the front camera adjustable as well, so then you can stick it on whatever you want, either flat windshields or like regular on the car. But it's not a big deal. It's got a lot of loads of features, and one of my favorite is that after about 5 minutes, if you're gonna stay stationary, it will turn into parking mode, so it doesn't draw too much battery. And it also has some kind of a collision system, so if you're gonna slam the door a bit too harder, it's gonna start recording because it's thinking like somebody hit you or whatever. But it's just saving the battery, and it saves that file because it's thinking that there's been some kind of a collision. But it's a great feature. Also has a button on the side, so you can lock the recording. It's gonna move it into a different folder, which is great. Also, you can connect it with your phone and all kinds of things. But most importantly for me is that, as I've said, you got two cameras in a single body. It's pretty compact. I've even dropped it, like on the first day I got the camera. I wanted to test the suction mount, and it's so powerful. First couple of times that you're gonna use it, it's so powerful. I was trying to peel it off with a card, and all of a sudden, boom! It slapped. It starts flying around the room and hit the hard floor. And I've also cracked it, so you can see it right there in the corner. It's a bit cracked, but it held. I mean, hopefully you can get a couple of discount codes down into the description. But I think I'm going to use the camera in the vlogs as well, because, as I've said, it's much more convenient for someone like me to have a camera which you can really easily put on or off on a windshield, because I don't got my set truck, right? So then I can have a quick mount. But yeah, anyway, that's the camera. Let me know about what you think about the quality of the footage. I've got the CPL filter on now as well. Oh, hang on, slow down. Got the CPL filter as well. It's a circularized polarizing lens filter or something. I don't know. It does something cool with the footage, and you also can adjust it to a darker, to a brighter, or whatever. Alright, let's see. This is a pretty tight yard. So you'll have to get it behind that truck. So I'll just spin it around here. Look at all these cars parked. Spin it around here. Come on, man. This turning circle on the MAN, not the best. Oh wait, manageable. Alright. Head out like a dog. Window down, arm out. Then just slowly bring it home. Just hoping I can open the doors once we get there. It's not too close to that other truck. Got a car right there. Plenty of room, but I'm too close to that truck. Have to bring it in again. to go a bit further, so turn quicker. And here we go. Just gonna go down, open the doors, and see how long we're gonna be here. Right, okay, so let's talk numbers, because probably that's why you are here. So this is what I came up with. In January I've worked only 2 days, but February going strong 17, then 19 in March, 14 in April, and in May, at around somewhere around mid-May, I got banned from that company. I was struggling to find work again. Then 15 days in June, then in July, usually in around 20th of July, I go away after the kids go on holiday. So 21st of July was my, actually the 20th of July was my last day. Then I came back in September and started working on the 13th of September, only 12 days. Then October 21 days, November 13 days, and December 17 days, and I've stopped on the 22nd of December. Now 365 days in a year, a total of 260 working days in 1 year. So that's the maximum amount that you can work in a year, 260 days. And I've worked 144 days. That's it. 144 days a year, and my total income without taking the tax out, it was just shy above £30,000. So I don't know, you tell me if it's a lot, if it's not. 144 days for £30,000, it's not bad, not bad. Now obviously I could have worked more if I really wanted to, put up more days, but on lower rates. But as I've said, I don't want to be bothered. I couldn't be bothered with rates as low as £11.50 or £12 an hour. In my opinion, if you're bringing anything less than £800 a week, that's not tramping, on this job you're probably doing something wrong. But hey, that's just me. I don't want to slate anyone. For me, this is what works. I've got time to manage my my business and my other stuff as well, so I'm okay working only half of the year basically. Get to spend more time with the family. I get to do a lot of other things which are on the sides, of course, the YouTube channels and all that. It helps me a lot, help me with my business as well. But yeah, probably if you're gonna go full-blown on agency work, and if you're in a good area, because right now, I mean, Liverpool area was always like a gray area. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. Probably around Manchester or even down south, Birmingham or London, you can earn more than that. Once you get to Liverpool or above, things are gonna get a little bit crappier. Rates are gonna go down. That's what I've heard. Even up a bit northern in Scotland, the rates are not that good. If you can work more, you will be probably easily doing on agency work 50 grand a year. Now, as I've said, that's the total income. Regarding taxes, I'm not gonna tell you how to evade taxes. It's up to everyone to have either their own accountant or do whatever you gotta do. For my 30,000 pounds, there won't be a lot of taxes. That's all I can tell you, but there will be something. Now, to be honest, on that kind of income, I know the job looks very tempting, and it's easy to get into it, let's face it, okay? You're only gonna need a few £1,000, and from your car you can jump straight into your HGV license. And everybody thinks most people getting into this industry will say, well, I'm just gonna probably do this for a couple of years to set some money aside, I don't know, to do something or whatever. But that's not the case. It took me 9 years of driving trucks to actually start doing something of my own, and honestly, I'm really proud of that. But the truth is, it is easy money, but it also comes at a price, if I can say so. People are forgetting that on this job, and I think only on this job, if you only do one mistake, just one single mistake, and you're out. You can either be banned from driving for years, and probably even worse, end up in jail or something. So you are not allowed to do not a single mistake. Now, I don't know, probably, I don't know, tell me of other professions which a mistake can cost you your job or the right to drive, or I don't know, even your time, because you can end up in jail. Of course, yeah, brain surgeons or pilots, same thing. I know there are a couple of other jobs, but they are not. It's not so easy to become a brain surgeon or a pilot. I think to be a pilot, it will cost you somewhere around £20,000. So it's a big difference, isn't it? And probably we as truck drivers, don't quote me on this, but probably we are doing more hours, and it's probably a bit more stressful because we have to deal with idiots on a daily basis. So yeah, I know, different jobs, but a lot of responsibility. As I've always said, you're not allowed to make a single mistake, not one ever, or you can be out. Simple as that. Well, I think that's about it, guys. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm just waiting for a crane to put a container on me, heading back to the yard. Probably gonna call it a day. It's Friday. Usually on containers, Fridays are early finishes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. What can I say? I wish you all a prosperous year. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and all that, and I'll catch you on the next one. Till then, take care. Bye.